The building that you're standing in front of today was for almost 50 years an entertainment destination in downtown Lancaster. And it all began with a theater called the Hippodrome. In 1906, Lefford Purcell and Harry Vecta leased this location in the Rising building and constructed a new theater. They called it the Hippodrome, which in ancient Greece was a stadium for horse and chariot races, but at this time referred to any entertainment venue. It began by showing silent films accompanied by an organ and live performances on a stage, and was quite a popular spot. However, the Hippodrome had its early struggles. Management disagreements forced Purcell to dissolve the partnership, leaving Vecta as the sole operator of the theater. And the theater was also coming under attack from the religious community, mainly from Presbyterian minister Hugh Leith, who brought charges against the theater in 1911 for showing movies on Sunday. Leith also brought charges against the other theaters in the area for the same offense. By 1918, Vecta was ready to sell, and the Hippodrome was purchased and sold several times over. Each owner added their own upgrades, such as a new pipe organ in 1926, and tried to keep the theater as up-to-date as possible. But in 1929, the Hippodrome would close to undergo its largest renovation. When it reopened in 1930, theatergoers were impressed with the newly painted interior, new lighting, and new leather seats. However, the renovation's main purpose was to install a new sound system to accommodate the latest phenomenon in motion picture history, talking movies, or talkies. Suddenly, films were no longer silent. Audiences were hearing actors and actresses speak and the sounds of the film for the first time. The Hippodrome's first talkie was a comedy called The Cockeyed World, opening to a sold-out crowd. As amazing as this innovation was, it wasn't enough to shelter theaters from the Great Depression. During this time, Lancaster watched theaters begin to close, but the Hippodrome remained, defiantly holding on. In 1934, the theater caught the eye of Harry Clifton. Clifton owned other theaters and decided to purchase the Hippodrome. His purchase kept the theater in business, but now it would be under a new name. The Hippodrome would be renamed the Liberty and reopen after a 40-foot addition was added, the stage upgraded, and new upholstered seats installed. The only thing the theater was missing was a restroom. In fact, theatergoers were known to exit to the alley to relieve themselves. Others didn't even go that far. Receiving the nickname the Bucket, guests would often watch movies with their feet off of the floor to avoid any possible contact with undesirable fluids. The Liberty lived on until 1951 and remained vacant until retail giant Sears took over the property. They tore down much of the building and rebuilt it to suit their needs. The upholstered theater seats were removed and reinstalled at the Masonic Lodge, where they remain today. Sears officially opened its doors in February of 1955, ending the theater era of this location. For almost 50 years, this location was an epicenter for entertainment in Lancaster. From silent movies to talkies, instruments to live acts, the theater provided an outlet for Lancaster residents, an escape from Depression-era realities, and a celebration of movie magic and good times. Be sure to look for more History Underfoot decals scattered around downtown Lancaster. And if you enjoy local history and want to learn more, become a member of the Fairfield County Heritage Association and stay up to date with all things history. You can join now at fairfieldheritage.com.